Alright, welcome back to another episode of Lone Star Diecast Racing. This is Tommy T, and tonight, doing something very special. I was going to hold this off until I hit probably about 150 subscribers, but it's pretty close, so I couldn't wait to do this any longer, because this is something I ordered a while back, and it took a little time to get here, but it finally got here, and it is going to be a new addition to the track family. It is probably going to be the new track. So let's go ahead and turn this box around. I just took it out of the shipping packaging. I just haven't opened the box yet, so we're gonna see what's in here. But I'm gonna turn the box around. It is PlayRobotics. And I don't know if y'all know what this is or who this is or how this came together, but it's an interesting little device that I saw a while back, and I've been saving up for it because I just don't have that kind of money just to put all at once on something. And this one was pretty cool to pick up. And so it's a starting line and a finish line, but it has all kinds of cool stuff that goes along with it. So let's go ahead and open this thing up. So I'm going to go ahead and move the camera over here. All right. Get it set. There we go. I think that's good enough. All right, so yeah, here we go. So we got the all right. We got some packaging. I noticed when I got the package, it rattled around a little bit. I mean, this is the kind of packaging that it came with. So I mean, I guess it's okay. I mean, nothing doesn't look like anything's broke. Oh yeah. Let's just go ahead and show this. So here is the new finish line. So I'm gonna set this right here. And this is all like 3D printed. It's like 3D printed with the Arduino computer and all kinds of interesting, cool stuff. But here it is. It even says PlayRobotics on it. It's even got a tree. It goes red, yellow, green. And this door is supposed to move up and down. So this thing is here. And then when it hits the green, it goes down. And there's a button. I think it's, yeah, and you get your switch right here. That is your switch. There's your button. So the switch is to power it on, right there. And then right here, that's your toggle button for the tree to start and the gate to drop. So it looks like, to me, it looks like it needs some feet, and I think they are supplied in the box. Yes, they are. So these are the 3D printed feet that go on the bottom. It does. Yeah, it actually feels pretty good. This 3D printed stuff is actually, I've never really messed with 3D printing, so I don't know a lot about this stuff. But it looks like the screws are there. Now, here's the question. Does it give you the tool for the screws? Don't know what that is. No, it doesn't give you the tool for the screws. But that's alright. Luckily, I'm a pretty handy guy. I have those tools. And then we'll get you a shot of this computer right here. It's all pre-programmed. Pre-programmed and ready to go out of the box is what I was told. or what I read. And there's a screen that tells you everything on there. We're going to set this thing up and we're going to use it, so we're going to make a video of this, so make it worthwhile so you guys can see this thing work. But I'm trying to figure out where is and what is the power supply. Okay, so here's the power supply. It's right here on the top. Because also what it does, comes with a cable. Of course, no brick, so you got to supply your own brick. There is, it's an old connection. It's an older connection. I think this is what they used on the PS3s, PS3 controllers. I can't remember what they call this. I don't know if it was Type B or whatever, USB. I don't know. But if you guys know what it is, please leave a comment down on the bottom so I know what that is. I don't remember. I used to remember, but, you know, I'm almost 40, so, you know, my brain is kind of forgetting things here and there. And then this is the connection cable that connects to the computer on the side of the ramp to the back of the finish line. So you got to connect the finish line to the starting line, which would be right here. That is where you would connect it, just like so. And then you run it down. And luckily, what's really cool about this is that it's actually like a flat ribbon cable. So they had this idea already planned out. But the only downside is I think this is not going to be long enough for what I want to do. Luckily, it's the same type as a regular internet connection, Ethernet cable. So I can make one, you know, 20 feet long or whatever I need to do, because that's probably about as far as I can go in my house, is about 20 feet. So that is pretty much to scale a quarter mile. So there we go. And then this looks like a battery supply or power supply for a battery. And is that for the finish line? Is my question. Because, well, hey, there's a manual in here. Well, why don't we take a look at it? I always like to guess it before I look at the instructions. You know, I'm a typical dude. So there you go. That shows you, you just twist the feet on. You don't even have to have a tool. And that's what it looks like with the feet on. So it also shows you right here how to connect your orange cable to the starting line, to the finish line. That is cool. This is almost like actually buying a Hot Wheels set. It actually gives you colored instructions for kind of like a deluxe set. Because, I mean, to me, you know, for what, you know, I paid for this, this is a deluxe set. Okay. Power the system. Use one of the following options. 3 AA batteries not included. The battery box needs to be connected to the board. That battery box can be placed between the base and the electronics board. Okay. So, yeah, so that shows this little guy right here. So there's that red cable. Plug it into the computer. That's how you power it on. So that's one way. It's option 1. Where's option 2? Oh, duh. It just doesn't show you the... it just doesn't give you a picture of it. So, or use the included black USB cable. You will need to plug it into a wall USB charger. Not included. Of course, just like other things. You see, it's where it states right there. So these are just basic instructions. So it's really nice that they actually took the time and printed this out, because this is kind of like a mom and pop custom. This is like a custom shop kind of thing that these guys, or these folks, I should say, make. They make this. They make all different types of finish lines. They even have one where you can actually stack 2 cars behind it, and then you can have one that you use for like the fat track guys that like to make the mountain runs and everything like that. I've seen a couple of guys use this, And I was kind of interested, but I was also kind of, I was like, oh, it's robotic. It could break. I just like non-electronic, just basic mechanics. Because I was just worried, electronic stuff is just, it's going to break. But I figured why not? Let's kind of give it a shot. So, well, let's see. Well, let's go ahead and cut it right here. And I'll pick back up when I have it together, and I will run you through. I guess I pretty much ran you through the instructions and how to connect everything. So it's just, you just connect it. It's like plug and play. You power it on, and it already does its thing because it's pre-programmed. So if there's anything that y'all need to know more about this as I put it together, I will let you know when we pick back up. So I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Took me a minute to kind of figure this thing out. Really, there's actually nothing more else to it, but I'm just going to give you a guideline anyway. Okay, here, this is really important. This is a 3 AA battery pack that actually can power this computer that hooks in right there. I don't know for how long, it didn't really say in the instructions, but here is the connection cable, and I've got it wired all the way through here, through there, under the finish line, and in the back of the finish line. And the cool thing about it is, the finish line does not need any additional power. That is actually powering it. So, that is what it looks like. And we'll go ahead and, I've already got the car set up. And I'll go ahead and show you the switch. Here's the switch. Okay. And you can see that the screen flashes on, says PlayRobotics. There is the, let's see, there's the tree right there. And right here is the button. So I'm going to go ahead and push the button. There we go. There's the tree. And then when the 1 is flashing, that's the winner. So by 104. That's pretty cool. And then also on the screen here, it'll show you which lane placed. So, and also gives you a score too. That's really cool. I didn't notice that. Let's run that again. All right, I grab the cars, go and switch lanes. Yeah, might as well keep it like a traditional race, huh? All right. Okay, this time I'm gonna set it down and get it right about where you guys, there we go. Well, no, I want to do that once you guys see the cars make it through. So you can still see the tree mostly, but I want you to focus on, right there, the point system. And then of course the mile per hour. So, all right, gonna press the button. Ooh, 103. All right, it's 1-1. That's really, really cool. And what I really like about this is it doesn't look like the cars have any snag ups on the track itself. All right. But that's kind of interesting how it has a point system. That's pretty neat. So let's get a different side view of the There we go. That's what we want to see. We want to see that. If I can get my tablet to stay put. All right. There we go. Ooh, that was a 103 on the light yellowed one. Oh, and it's really cool how the arm goes up. See, that's what I'm worried about. That, you know, this is a mechanic, but what's really crazy about that is that I'm also into RC cars. And this looks like that right there, MG 90S. That's a servo. That is a servo that you can use in an RC car to steer it. That is funny. I mean, for example, this is really cool how they made this. They did like different things. So, for example, this may look a little dirty, but this is one of my RC cars. And right in there, where all that dirt and muck is an arm. That is the same. That is the same thing. They used an RC car servo. Huh. Hey, you know, what works, works. And I've rarely had any of these servos go bad on me. Especially like the cheap ones. So, I'm not gonna complain, man. So, this is the PlayRobotics track set. I mean, it doesn't come with track, but it does come with the stuff you need to run it, and it's almost like RC cars. It's ready to run, RTR. So if you guys are RC car nuts out there like I am, because if you're into Hot Wheels and hot rods and you know all that kind of stuff, you're gonna play with RC cars because you can go fast with those and wreck them and not spend thousands of dollars repairing your actual car when you get to spend a couple $100 and just go get you a whole new one. Have fun, tear it up. That's what RC cars are for. But this channel is more mainly about Hot Wheels, but maybe later on down the line I might get into the RC world, but I am not going to put that much on my plate right now. But let's play with this a little bit more. You know, I like this. This is a lot of fun. So I guess the point system is, I guess if you run the same lane over and over, you don't switch lanes. So the point system would be kind of redundant to me because I don't need that. I just need to know which one places first. That's one gripe I do have about it. It doesn't tell you out here which is placed first. But the good thing is that one of them flashes. If the one flashes, that's the lane that won. So I gotta build a whole new script and actually a whole new track because I'm gonna go big with this, and I've got to build a ramp. I've got to build something to hold this, and I don't know. Maybe I could take the feet off and then use these screws to screw it to a board and make a ramp. You know, I got a lot of work to do. So this video is not only just about just this, but I'm giving you guys a heads up in the future after I finish up with the Launcher Series race. Hopefully by then I can have a new track built and ready. I stopped using the 6-lane raceway because mine was starting to warp. The middle piece kind of started having a bow in the center of it, and I've tried leveling it out with all my planks of wood that I've used to fix it. So right now I have it under some weights to see if I can flatten it back out, but why not just upgrade and build your own, and it may be a whole lot better. I hope, in my case, I hope it's a whole lot better than what I purchased with the 6-lane raceway. I mean, it's a tried and true track. It does what it does. It functions. It's got a finish line over a period of time. those cars keep going through that finish line, yeah, it's going to wear the mechanism out. So what I've learned is you just grease them up a little bit and just run it until it's done. So I will probably bring the 6-lane raceway back only for the monster truck races, because I was going to do some more monster truck stuff later on down the road. But this is the new track. And we're going to hit this button and watch this thing again. This is so cool. Bam. There's your winner. 104 over 108. Wow. I gotta see that again, because this is too short to really see a difference and too low to know what this thing is capable of. So that's why it's gonna probably take me a few weeks, maybe by the end of the summer. Hopefully, hopefully before anything gets too crazy. Let's do that again. I want to see that up close. Look at that. Oh, 106. It actually improved. That's moving the deal. So, alrighty, folks. Just to give you guys one more kind of pan around view. Actually, let's go this way, because the name is actually facing the right direction. There we go. PlayRobotics. I gotta say, you guys made a good product. I like this. This is really cool. I hope to see this actually work out in the future for the new track that I'm gonna build, and hopefully this thing works like it does and keeps working like it does. Because I'm really impressed with it. I like the 3D printed look. It kind of gives it a little style, and the guts of the computer just sticking out there like in raw form. By the way, you can't, if you want to use this outside, they recommend you don't. I probably won't use this outside. If I do an outside race, the 6-lane raceway will come back out, or I might use one of my old 60s finish line or starting line, but car dropper. I don't know, but I will not use this outside. This is definitely not an outside toy. You know what my grandmother always said, that's not an outside toy. So there we go. The PlayRobotics starting line, finish line. This is kind of like this is the basic set. You have an option to get a remote, but I don't remember the price of it, but it was, to me, I was like, I don't really like the remote that you get with it anyway, because it's kind of like your typical one. It's like the typical kind of remote you get with those LED strips, if you guys know what I'm talking about. Those cheap LED strips you can get anywhere, and they have all the different colored buttons on it to change it different colors. It was one of those, and I've always had problems with those, because I've had stereos in my cars that had that, and they broke, so I didn't get the remote. So it's just going to be this. But we're going to have to film it differently this time, so we can see this, and so we can at least visually, have a view on this, so we can see the tree, and then the screen, and the finish line at the same time. So I got a lot of work to do ahead of me, but don't worry, I'm still going to make videos. Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please like, comment, and subscribe, and just keep coming back. Check out the future videos that are going to be coming up pretty soon. I'm going to try to make it a little bit more interesting for you guys. So, well, remember, stay fast, stay cool. Good night.